Welcome to Kalam the Voice podcast. I'm your host, Anel, and here we talk about all things healing, growing, evolving, inner child, spirituality, God, all the things in full transparency. It is episode 4, and I'm naming it Actions versus Words. And if you haven't noticed already, I am very big on actions because you do all this yapping that occurs, and I believe none of it. Let's be transparent. I did not want to film today, record, but it's way too early in the journey for me to be doing that because this is the only day that I can record in privacy because no one knows that I'm doing this. So it's very hard when I can't pick and choose when I want to film, but that's not going to always be the case. And I feel like I had to say that today because it's not about what you want to do, it's more so what needs to get done. And one thing I've learned about myself is that if I stop doing something one time, I'm not going to do it again for a very long time. And it's pushing past these points where I need to really tell myself that I need to get done because I'm going to feel worse if I don't do it rather than me not wanting to do it. You got to just fight it. Fight it out. Fight it out. I really hope my mic does not sound muzzled anymore. I'm trying to fix it. I'm not a professional. This may look really good, but I'm not a professional. I am learning as I go. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know what? I'm not afraid of being seen. Trying. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a disclaimer. I had to vent a little bit because you and I are friends. Remember? Literally every episode is legit connecting to each other. Unplanned. I literally have a list of topics and I randomly choose. And I've been noticing that I have a pattern and they all connect. And it's God. What can I say? He just does it every single time. And it's something that like I can't really explain. And I really sound sarcastic right now, but I'm really being serious because I love the way that he does everything perfectly and he puts things into my mind so that I can talk about them. And in connection to that, it's all falling into place when it's supposed to. But let's get into the episode. Okay, so actions versus words. It's pretty common. It's a pretty common thing to say. Well, actions speak louder than words. Da, 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 da. But I also feel like a lot of people really do operate on words. And listen, I was like that. I would listen to so many words and realize that I was just literally being orchestrated this whole fantasy that wasn't even real. Why? Because I was believing words instead of them actions. Believe them actions. And I think that it's a true statement. But I don't think many people embody what it is of that statement that is very true and very real. And one thing that I say to people, I don't want to talk about relationships because I always mention it. I've been mentioning it every freaking episode, but I'm trying to relate to you, okay? So when I'm dating, right, I say to this other person, I believe half of what you say and everything you do. They look at me very confused. And here's my thing. Why are you confused about that? Like, where's the confusion in that? That's not me saying you're a liar, or you could be, you're a liar, or that I don't believe anything you say. But ultimately, everything that you do is essentially who you are. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. You stop selling your dream. Stop yapping and just get to it, okay? Again, you have to really communicate things to people. And it's not going to come off in a very positive way. But you need to allow people and learn that people eventually treat you how you treat yourself. They do. And if you don't demand that, that's gonna be a problem. You can't demand all of this. You can't say none of this and then you do the opposite. You feel what I mean? So that's why actions versus words with yourself starts first. You have to. You said you was gonna do that to-do list last week, babes. And you ain't get to it. You said you were gonna go back to school. We ain't do it. You said you want all these things. You have all these dreams and aspirations and desires. And baby, you haven't done it. So now guess what? Now your subconscious is truly convinced that you cannot do anything. And it's not gonna believe you. It's like, yeah, okay, girl, like, or boy, whatever you, or they, oh, whatever you are. And if you do these things, you really need to look inside yourself. Look within yourself. You need to really look deep within yourself and analyze what you're doing and what you're saying. And what you're doing, what you're saying is not aligning. And that's why your life is the way that it is. Ooh, I'm in your business. But guess what? It's true. You keep saying all these things that you want to do, but you don't do them. You don't even take the small steps to do them. And then you make excuses. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I got too many things to do. I got this. I got that. And it's just like, it's hard, bro. Like, nothing in life is going to come easy. It's meant to be hard. And it's always going to be hard. And once you come into acceptance that it's always going to be hard, you work around that hard difficulty of managing and figuring things out, and you just get it done slowly but surely. What you're telling yourself ultimately determines your actions within yourself. So, if you keep telling yourself you can't do something, or if you keep telling yourself, I'm this, I'm that, you are literally labeling yourself to things that you're actually not. You're never going to live your full potential. You're never going to get to a point where you're literally living your dream life. And I'm talking to you and me, okay? All right, so in relationships, right? I just kind of don't really believe a lot of people. Okay, maybe it's just my trust issues. Okay. Oh my goodness. I really want you to understand that I still struggle with these things. I never want to be perceived as if I have it all together. I may do a very good job at looking like I have it all together, but I absolutely do not. Please look at me and understand that I am not just like you, but I'm very similar to you. And I have the same thoughts and I have the same patterns and behaviors that I need to fix. I become better every single day. That's my whole thing. If someone you're dating or your significant other constantly tells you, I'm gonna do this, we're gonna have that, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and they don't show up, that's gonna piss you off. It's gonna piss me off. I know damn well it will piss me off. Imagine someone saying all these things about what they're gonna do and what and all these dreams and whatever, and they don't do it. It's the same thing with you. I just think overall in general that you should believe half of what people say and everything they do. Because what they do ultimately determines who they are and what they're going to do next. It's a pattern, guys. If somebody constantly does the same thing in different scenarios, you need to catch on to that pattern. Hello, you always do this when I say this. It's simple. You tell me every single weekend. No, pause. You tell me every week that in the weekend we're going to go out. Friday comes and you go ghost. If you do this 3 times in a row, second, baby, they're not taking you out. They're not. And I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I hope it makes sense. And in relationships, it's kind of touchy because I think it's a lot of dreaming. Especially in the beginning, the whole, it's so good. Like this person, they're so good. Like, checking every box for now. And then you start to see, I swear, bruh, when you change somebody's contact name, Everything changes. Oh my mama, bro. Don't put no emojis. Don't even save it under 347, please. Let Siri, let Apple say maybe whatever, because I don't know what the science is behind it, but every time you change somebody's contact name, they act a fool. Someone, is that a conspiracy? Please, someone search it up. Every single time. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna start putting the company you have, T-Mobile, AT&T, or maybe Eat Better Today. I don't know. Like, don't put no nickname, no emojis, or nothing. Just nothing. Nothing. Because don't even say the number at this point. Because it's just jinxing it. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm deviating from the conversation. Neither here nor there. If you're constantly seeing that someone is selling you dreams and don't do nothing, like, stop asking me for my shoe size and you don't even buy me no shoes. Babes. Like, don't ask me these questions. You see, this is why I can't talk about certain things, because I really be going on a tangent and I have to chill. But neither here nor there. Yeah. Don't piss me off. Don't. Okay, my favorite. I have a lot of story time of friendships that did not work and that were absolute horror stories. And we're not gonna talk about them. I may do a story time one day, because I have some interesting stories. Friendships are a bit tricky because female friendships are weird, because they either are jealous of you or they're either negative. And because they're jealous, they're negative. You feel what I mean? Or they just prioritize men too much. Unpopular opinion. It's the truth. I'm a female. I could say that. You're boy crazy. And you find validation in men. You need to do some self work. But yeah, you should treat your friends with as much value, because guess what? When that man go and do what he does seasonally for years, as he's been doing, baby, that friend is gonna be there for you. Hopefully. And 9 times out of 10, that's the case. A lot of times it's bye bye to that man, and you all of a sudden want to hang out with your friend again and do all this that. In your friendship, you should establish some boundaries, which is, I don't like the fact that you hang out with your significant other and you forget about me, or you only come when you have problems, or you know what I mean. Like, you should address these things, and you should nurture your friendships too, because at the end of the day, those last longer than most relationships. If I'm lying, I'm crying. You feel what I mean? I really be going hard in my friendships. I don't have much anymore because they're weird. They are. They are. They're weird, and I don't like it. And yeah. If your friend is like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go out, we're gonna do something this day, whatever," and the day comes and they're like, "Oh well, I can't do it anymore, whatever," but you see her on Instagram doing everything in her power to be with her man, like, okay, clearly you have the things that you prioritize. And I'm not saying don't prioritize your relationship, but also you need to pay attention to that. And if they're having conflict with other friends, you should really pay attention to how they are handling that situation. Because 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a problem in the future. And I'm telling you that because it's happened before. So, whatever, they're saying one thing, but they're doing the other. That doesn't really make sense. Because just be quiet. Like, just don't plan anything. If you want to be a distant friend, then do that. But if you claim that I am your bestest friend and or one of your bestest friends, and you don't do best friend stuff, like, just clip it, just quiet. But anyway, yeah, I think it's important in friendships to determine what type of friendship is this. Do we see each other monthly, weekly? Do we talk every day? Do we see each other every 3 months, 6 months, every year? What type of friend are you? Do I see each other in the holiday? on your birthday, all these other things, because that really lays down the foundation of how this person's gonna be there for you. Because if y'all both agree, like, we're just seasonal friends, I just see you Christmas, Thanksgiving, July 4th, cool. But when you put somebody on a particular pedestal, and another thing, the way that your friends treat their other friends better than you, and when they can for other people but they can't for you, baby, that's not your friend. And there's people that prioritize their friends. Like, okay, that's cool, but don't act like it's just me. Don't make it seem like it's a me thing. No, it's a you thing too. And yeah, overall, I just really feel like you should watch what people do. The only way you would know that people are bound to do the same thing is catch their pattern. People are creatures of habits. And the things that they talk about, the things that they wear, the things that they listen to, everything about them is a pattern. You just have to catch it. And it's really hard to not be over analytical about things, but I have intuition. And I be seeing right through the BS. Like, I do. I think it's my superpower. I can really determine. If I meet somebody today, I can determine in 15 minutes what type of person they are. If you give me 30, I might see something else. The spiritual know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if any of this made sense. I just really hope it does. And I really hope that you start to believe how people act versus their words, because words mean nothing. They don't. If you're not putting no action behind the words, keep it cute and keep it mute. Okay? Thank you and come again. Yeah, there's something really wrong with me. I don't know. I think I enjoy myself. I honestly, truly, I think I have a really overall solid personality. Let's get into the Boundaries Baddies tip for the episode. If you don't know, Boundaries Baddies is basically unsolicited advice every single episode. And the Boundaries Baddies tip for today is believe every word that them actions do not add up to. Yeah, I'm not saying don't give people the benefit of the doubt, but them actions gonna tell you everything. And when you're being too emotional and you turn on your logic and you focus on what they're doing rather than what they're saying, it's real quick to make decisions about people. Real quick. Yeah. That's it, and that's all. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I did it for today. I think I said some solid things today. Why? Because done is better than perfect. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you in the next one. But of course, make sure you're doing it for yourself every single day. Mwah. Bye.